All right, last question. Woo! Okay, so question 3. Maggie owns her own swim school but has not noticed that there is an issue with water leaking from her pool. She needs a plumber to help her as soon as possible. So she calls two plumbers, Anytime Plumbing and Bonza Plumbing, to discuss prices. So Anytime Plumbing charges a flat fee of $100 and $20 per hour. So write the rule representing the cost of hiring Anytime Plumbing. Okie dokie. So in question 2, we did something similar. So we have a cost. We have a rate. Okay, so it's getting charged $20 per hour. So 20, and I'm just going to use N to represent the number of hours. And then a flat fee of $100. So this dude from Anytime Plumbing, or dudette, will, as soon as he or she gets to your house, will charge you $100. Okay, no matter how long he or she is at your place. And then it's $20 per hour. Okay, so it's a pretty good rate per hour, but imagine just if they were just staying for 1 hour and you're paying $120. It's very expensive. Should become a plumber. Okay. Question B, Bonza Plumbing charges a flat fee of $50, but $30 per hour. So I already know if I only need a plumber for 1 hour, that Bonza Plumbing is a lot cheaper. So the cost for Bonza is $30 per hour plus $50 flat fee. So Bonza Plumbing turns up, $50, thank you, and then $30 per hour. Both plumbers have told Maggie that the job will take 4 hours to determine how much each plumber will charge. So first of all, Anytime Plumbing, so we'll do that as an A. It's a beautiful A. Okay, so Anytime is C 20 times how many hours? 4 plus 100. So that's 20 times 4 is 80, so it's $180. Okay, so Anytime Plumbing will charge Maggie $180. Bonza is C equals 30 times 4 plus $50 flat fee. 30 times 4 is 120, so it's going to be $170. Which plumber should Maggie choose and why? Okay, so this is a bit of a silly question because it wants you to say you should go with Bonza Plumbing because they are cheaper. All right. I think questions like this are a little bit silly because you would say which plumber is cheaper, basically, and how much are they cheaper by? Well, Bonza is cheaper and they are cheaper by $10. All right, let's keep moving. Okay, Maggie has decided that she will need a plumber in the future, but understands that the cost of the plumber will depend on how many hours she employs the plumber for. Okay, so on the axis below, sketch the cost for each plumber, label each graph and endpoint. So I'm just seeing what the other questions. Okay. Okay, so we can do F and then the last question we'll do a bit later. Okay, so first of all, we have Anytime Plumbing. Oh, this is testing my memory. Anytime was, what was it, per hour? Oh my gosh, sorry, my memory is terrible. 21, 20, 50, 30. Actually, I can leave that there. Okay, so C equals $20 per hour for Anytime plus 100. And then Bonza Plumbing cost is equal to, make sure it's an equal sign, 30 and plus 50. Okay, now I can scroll down. That makes sense, so that's good. Okay, so let's graph both of them. I'll do Anytime Plumbing in blue. Okay, so when I'm doing my straight lines, I use something else, and that's when I zoom in. So let's hope this time it doesn't zoom. All right, so remember what I said before, you have a start point. So your y-intercept should be your start point. So for this one, we're going to start at 100, so here. And then your end point, we'll just substitute in 9, okay? Because if you remember, you just need 2 points to graph, okay? And if you do 1, it's too close. So you need something down the end. So let's try 9. If I substitute 9 into here, I'm going to get 20 times 9 is 180 plus 100 is 280. So my line is going to go from 100 to 280. So we're going up by, what is that? Gosh, it's really hard to see. There we go. Oh, I didn't draw the arrow. I feel like I should go back and do the arrow, but I'm not going to. Okay, so this is, this was anytime. Okay, and then let's do the other one in red. So 50 is our y-intercept, and then when we substitute in 9, we get 30 times 9 is 270 plus 50 is 320. Okay. Try this. 320. Okay. I don't know whether you can hear it, but my neighbour, I can hear, and he's got his spa on. And all I want to do is go in the spa. How nice would that be? All right, let's move on. All right, so this is your graph. Okay, so the blue line is the cost for anytime. The red line is the cost for Bonza. Now you want it to be cheaper. So when would you hire anytime and when would you hire Bonza? So basically this break-even point will help us. So this point here, we can just, I don't know whether to solve by hand. You can kind of read it off the graph, but I'm just going to use the calculator. How's that? Oh, it doesn't, sorry, it doesn't like me. I've got this, I don't know whether you can see this thing up the top, but it doesn't like me changing it. Look at me all over the place. All right, I have to do it by freehand. So 20n plus 100 equals 30n plus 50. All right, so let's solve. I'm going to bring that 20 in because I like to keep my variables positive. So if I brought that 30 over, it's going to be a negative 10 plus 50, and then bring the 50 over. So 100 minus 50 is 50. You should be doing this on your oh, where did I go wrong? Oh, yeah, no, that's right, 5. And n equals 5. You don't have to do the costs, we just want to know here. So we can see that it's at 5. So basically they're the same cost at 5. Okay, so the cost at 5 is $200. It's going to cost $200 for either of them. So if you had to hire a plumber for 5 hours, you could choose either one, okay, because they're the same price. Now, up until this point at 5, you choose the one that is below the lowest line. So Bonza is cheaper. Okay, so you can see Bonza is cheaper until we get to there. And then anytime becomes the line underneath. So then anytime would be cheaper. So Bonza you would choose, and if you were to represent this as an inequality, you would choose Bonza between 0, let's do t for time, until 5. Okay, so you'd choose him between 0 and 5 hours. And then any time you would choose between 5 t, any time greater than 5 hours. And obviously you wouldn't go forever. You might have an endpoint, but basically when t is greater, so sometimes we write the variable. So when t is greater than 5, forget about that one. Same thing, we just usually write the variable first. So when t is greater than 5, we would go with anytime. All right, let's clear all this out of the way. I'm going to keep those equations up there. Okay, so a third plumber, Connors Plumbing, has called Maggie and offered to work at a rate of $200 for a full day. When will Connors Plumbing be a better option? So remember before when I graphed them, I said after 5 hours, at 5 hours, they both cost $200. So you would choose any time, or so basically at 5 hours, you could have Anytime, Bonza, or Connor. Okay, so Connor, if I were to draw my line again. Okay, so Connor's line is across here. So Connor is $200 no matter what. Oh, it's just below the line. Okay, so that should be on 200. Now, we knew before that Anytime and Bonza are intersected here. So up until 5 hours, you would choose Anytime or Bonza, okay, over Connor. And we knew that, I think it was Bonza was the cheaper option. But after 5 hours, you would choose Connor, okay, because he will never increase. He'll always be 200. So if you are getting a plumber for a big job, say for 8 hours or 6 hours even, anything bigger than 5 hours, you would go with Connors Plumbing. Okay, and I think that is it for the questions. Yay! Okay, 11 minutes, we got just under 12 minutes.